What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session, and it's brought to you by DRAFTKINGS Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbooking app. But we know sportsbooking isn't allowed everywhere, so for all my fantasy football users out there, man, download DRAFTKINGS Fantasy Football app where they're giving out over $1 million in prizes every single week. So what are you waiting on? Download both apps, DraftKings Sportsbook and DRAFTKINGS Fantasy Football. Use the promo code Moats and get an opportunity to make a little money. All right, so now for this play, man, we got to talk about Josh Allen's 24-yard touchdown run in the second quarter against the Denver Broncos, man. Big time play, back-breaking play on a possession down 35. You hate to see it. Unless you're a Bills fan, then you love to see it. So you already know how we do this thing, man. We'll play it in full speed, and after that, we'll break it down. And everyone knows this is the quarterback, Josh Allen. I'm excited about this play for a couple of reasons. Not a lot in terms of the detail associated with it, but philosophically, this is a learning lesson right here, man. This is a teaching point. So we talk about when you're playing mobile quarterbacks, the thing that you never want to do with mobile quarterbacks are play man-to-man, two-man, any man defense where you're going to have the majority of your defenders having eyes on the receiver and not having vision on the quarterback. Because with running quarterbacks, man, when everybody turns their back and everybody's off in coverage, once he breaks through that initial wave of rushers, man, it's a 15 to 20 yard window before the nearest defender or before somebody even recognizes them. And this is what happens on this particular play. It's 3rd and 5. We talked about that. So, you know, it's a possession down, number one, and it's in the red zone. So, man, this is a bonus situational call right here, okay? And for the coverage, like I said, this is just basic man-to-man. So these guys right here, he's right here. These guys right here. It's this linebacker right here. He's off of the back, and they're gonna do what you call, we always call it just double team the stars because it's in the red zone. So even though it's a two-man concept, this guy, he's doubling right here on Cole Beasley. This guy is gonna double on Diggs, but he's given body position early on, and it turns to a hard double later on in the call. Okay, but you do that in the red zone because you know, especially if you're playing the Bills, Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs are hot. They're always in the action in terms of red zone plays and in terms of possession downs. So you understand the reasoning behind running this defense. The problem is, though, when you're going to run this type of defense against a mobile quarterback, you have to, number one, be great up front in terms of not just creating havoc, but being disciplined, not allowing multiple guys to be on the same side of the ball. Having 3 guys on one side and only one defender on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage is not balanced. Or you get the scenario like which is about to happen here, where the whole D-line, every rusher is past the quarterback. You cannot do that versus a mobile quarterback, and you definitely can't do that when you're playing a man-to-man concept versus a mobile quarterback. And yeah, they committed those deadly sins, and it bites them in the butt in a big-time way. But let's start off right here, man. The protection is there. Good job up front, man, keeping everything clean, pick up the twist game enough. And the reason why I say enough, because now twisted just enough. He got just enough of them that you get this lane. And when you talk about these Broncos rushers being past the quarterback, this is Josh Allen right here. You got this defender pass him. This another defender pass him. This guy's pass him. He's getting blocked all the way out here, but he's also in coverage. He's hug rushing, so he's not worried about Josh, and this guy's getting double teamed right here. So when you look at that, and now let's look at the defense. We said what? They're doubling right here on Cole Beasley in the slot. You see the 2 defenders allocated to him. He's matched up out here. You got this guy right here in coverage. And then I told you, this guy's giving body position, but he's eyeing Diggs. If Diggs were to go vertical, he's going to be over there for that. But you notice, number one, nobody in the middle of the field. And number two, what can we look at right now with every defender out there in terms of the secondary? Does anyone have eyes on the quarterback? No. You know why? Because they're in coverage. They're not supposed to. But that's the problem. When you do this, man, look at this. How much he's ran? 5. It's 10. 15. He's pretty much 15 yards before anybody starts to see him and react. This guy just saw him. He still doesn't know what's going on over here. And this guy's out to play. He's coming from too far. The nearest defender slips because he's in coverage. And from there, it's essentially a walk-in. But that is why you cannot play man-to-man versus a mobile quarterback if you don't have a disciplined front up front in terms of your rushers, man. Because if they get past the line, they get past that quarterback like this, man, it's no answer for this, man. You put your defense in such a bind. But that's why the Bills' offense has been so good, man. When you're able to have this luxury, this from 24 yards out, man, this limits what you're able to do defensively. And anytime you have an offense that can limit a defense's calls, a defense's philosophy, man, this is going to be a recipe for success. And that's why the Bills have been so productive on offense and why Josh has been taking off this year the way he has, man, and being extremely productive. But man, this is big time right here, man. Like I said, pick it up just enough, get enough of them. And from here, I mean, he could have walked in. That's the type of scenario right there, man. You love to see it. And hopefully they learned their lesson. You don't play man-to-man coverage against mobile quarterbacks that can do that. But I hope you enjoyed it, because I definitely did. 'Cause, I rock with them still. And until next time, baby, peace.